So I'm going to demonstrate how to do a gram stain. Gram stains are differential stains where they actually give you information about the bacteria in the way that they stain. And gram stains have a very specific set of steps that are done in a particular order, otherwise you would get the wrong results. To do a gram stain, you first start out with crystal violet. You're going to take your slide, which you have heat-fixed bacteria, and you are going to put several drops of crystal violet directly on top of the bacteria. You're going to let the crystal violet sit on your slide for 30 seconds. Crystal violet is a really dark stain. It's very dark purple. And remember that they're called stains for a reason. And if you get this on your clothes or on your skin, it will also stain you and your stuff. After 30 seconds, you're going to rinse the crystal violet off using DI water directly into the stain bucket. But unlike simple staining, you do not dry your slide at this point. You just want to rinse off the crystal violet. The next stain that you're going to use is actually Graham's iodine. Graham's iodine is the mordant of this stain. You're going to put the Graham iodine on and let it sit for a minute. When you added crystal violet to the slide, crystal violet entered all of the cells that were on the slide, regardless of their cell wall composition. When you add iodine, the iodine is going to go in and it's going to form a complex with that crystal violet, a nice big complex that is hard to rinse out. After your iodine has sat for a minute, then rinse that off with DI water. After iodine comes your decolorizing step, for which we use ethyl alcohol. This is the step that is easiest to mess up on a gram stain. The decolorizer is going to flush the crystal violet out of the gram negative cells, but not the gram positive cells. The alcohol disrupts the outer membrane of the gram negative cells, whereas the iodine crystal violet complex is so big that it stays trapped inside the gram positive cells. When you use your decolorizer, you want to flood the slide with decolorizer, and you want to do this for someplace between 5 and 20 seconds. Everyone figures out what works best for them when they are gram staining. After that time, you're going to again rinse it with water to get any of the leftover alcohol off, and then you're going to put on a counter stain. We use safranin as our counter stain. Safranin is a light red to pink stain. Cover the bacteria with safranin, and then you're going to let the safranin sit for 1 minute. So now, if your gram stain has been done correctly, gram positive cells will have retained the crystal violet thanks to the iodine mordant, and gram negative cells are now going to be counterstained with safranin. The alcohol rinsed out all the crystal violet from the gram positive cells, but the alcohol rinsed out the crystal violet from the gram negative cells. So now they are colorless, letting them pick up the stain from the safranin. After a minute, you can rinse this off. Then you're going to blot your slide dry, and you can look at it under the microscope.